Hello everyone. In this video, we discuss about the topic Introduction to Wireless Communication. Okay, let's get into the video. These are the topics we have to discuss one by one in next slides. First one is overview of communication system. Next, what are the components we have to require the communication system? Next, what are the types of communication channel? Next, wireless communication. Next, what are the basic needs for wireless communication? And finally, what is cellular system and their basic concept? Next, overview of communication system. Actually, people used communication from ancient days, but only their forms are only get changed now. In ancient communication, peoples were using their columns of smokes to communication, and later scripts have been invented. So people had wrote some letters and sent through pigeons and some etc. So, this would be the ancient communication happening, and possibly it would say that the first communication is mostly wireless communication using these modes because it does not need any wired communication to transmit the message from one place to another. Later, Marconi invented radio by using radio waves. Now, the modern era of wireless communication, most of the devices and most of the communication have become wireless. So, consider some examples like wired communications, Ethernet cable. Now, Ethernet cable is replaced by Wi-Fi router and mobile phone charging or wire. Now we using wireless charging. These are some few examples and development of wireless communication. So here in this discussion, mostly we considering mobile communication, that is cellular communication. In cellular communication we have to cellular communication is a wireless communication. So in wireless communication we have to send voice, data, multimedia, anything in anywhere without any wired medium. Are you clear? Okay. Next, components of a communication system. In that, first input message, then input transducer, transmitter, channel and receiver, and finally output transducer. Let's see the block one by one. First is the input message, that is a source. Here the message can be, that is the source can be audio, video or image signal. That input message is passed into the input transducer. Here the transducer converts the non-electrical signal into electrical form. Example, microphone. Microphone converts human voice into an electrical voltage or current signal. That current signal is passed into the transmitter, that is the input signal. Okay, what is the input signal? That human voice. That signal, current signal is transmitted. Okay, then transmitter is a combination of modulator, amplifier and antenna. That means here the amplifier strengthens the signal and enhance the signal characteristics. What are the signal characteristics? Amplifier, amplitude, frequency and phase are the signal characteristics. So here the amplifier strengthens the signal characteristics, and antenna do convert electrical signal into electromagnetic wave to cover the long distance. Okay, then that transmitted signal is passed into the channel. Channel is the most important for the communication system because is the medium of propagation of the data and a message from transmitter to receiver. From one place to another place we need some medium. Okay, that is the channel. For example, in wired communication we need cable or coaxial cable or fiber, anything. In wireless communication example air. Okay, that then the received signal is passed into the receiver. Receiver is the combination of demodulator, amplifier and a filter. Here, the amplifier extracted the original message from the modulated carrier. Then, it strengthens and enhances the weak message signal. Okay. Then, filter removes the noise and interference signal. That the output signal is passed into the output transducer. Here, the transducer converts electrical signal into original non-electrical signal. For example, loudspeaker. Loudspeaker converts the electrical signal into voice signal. Are you clear? This is the components of the communication system. Next, wireless communication. This is the definition of wireless communication: transmitting voice and data using electromagnetic wave in open space. That means we have to transmit voice, data and a multimedia message. Anything we have to transmit it using electromagnetic wave in open space. Next, need for wireless communication. Here I give some basic needs for wireless communication. First one is freedom from wires, global coverage, stay connected, and finally flexibility. Freedom from wires. In a wired communication, we have to installing more number of wires. So there is a number of bunch of wires we have needed. But in wireless communication, we never need no wires. For example, Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. Next one is a global coverage. Okay, where wired communication is so costly and it is not flexible to long distance coverage. But in wireless communication, it is so flexible. It covers large area. Okay. Next one is stay connected. Wireless communication, we have to connect it anywhere at any time. So that is important one. Next one is flexibility. In wireless communication, we have to connect multiple devices. We have to connect multiple devices at simultaneously. So wireless communication is slow, flexible. Next, cellular system and its their basic concept. Here the first point is the basic concept of cellular system is replace high power transmitter with a low power transmitter for creating small cells. Okay, that small cells, that multiple cells covers a large geographical areas. Okay, here for example, we need one base station. That base station is divided into number of cells. That multiple cells covers a large geographical areas. That each cells assigned a set of frequencies. So the neighboring cells, okay, the neighboring cells assigned different group of frequencies to reduce adjacent cell interference, because same set of frequency used means there causes intersymbol interference and causes interference, then noises. So for avoiding that, we have to enable frequency reuse. Okay, what is the frequency reuse? Same set of frequency is used for multiple cells. Okay, the advantage of frequency reuse is many transmitters of small output power operating at the same frequency can be used. Then important one is it reduce the minimum height of the transmitting antenna. The only disadvantage in frequency reuse is co-channel interference, because if a system is not properly designed means it causes a co-channel interference. Is finally, what are the main ideas of cellular system? First one is small coverage area. I already told we have to divide the base station into number of small cells. Next one is frequency reuse. Next, handoff. Next, cell splitting to increase the capacity of the cellular system. I think you understood very well. Thank you. Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you so much.